Spurs team walking to the locker room earlier. Determined. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have... And both teams look to move the ball around, stand to create more offense.
Well, that's usually the best way to attack, especially against good defenses. Ball movement moves the defense, and when you've got the defense on the move, that's when you can break them down and get high percentage shots. It takes patience, it takes unselfishness.
It seems to be the most efficient way, doesn't it?
It does, especially against really good defenses.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. They've got Bottoms. Harris is out there at B-Train. Then there's Erickson. And it's the Cobra in a shooting guard. Here's the monster, Rodriguez. Knocks down the three ball.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Down low, stolen by Wilson. About a minute played so far here in the first. Pass to Davis. There's the three. And Boston with the rebound. Here's the Cobra. Here's Bailey. Second chance shot. He lays it in.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
Rodriguez outside. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Back to Davis. Puts it up. Misses the baby hook. Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Erickson passes to Bailey. Back to Erickson. Out to the right wing. Here's Phelps. That three off the mark.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Bailey passes to Erickson. That's tipped. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Davis. Here's Champ. There's a good screen. To the middle. 6 on the shot clock. And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery, stand, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around. Multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
Rodriguez. It's good from long range. Rodriguez has got 7 points.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Here's the Cobra. Pass to B-Train. Here's the Cobra. Celtics passing it around. Magina the pass to the Cobra. Here's Bailey. Drills the three-pointer. Bailey's got a couple of threes now in the first for Boston.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Wilson against Erickson. And here's Davis for 3. The Cobra with the rebound. Boston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Bailey. He's guarded by Davis. Out to Harris. Puts up a 3. Cranes the three-pointer.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Erickson against Wilson. Pass to Champ. Here's the screen. Lets it go. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And it's Harris with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Offensive rebound. Here's Bailey. Launches a three. Traps in the tray. He's got 9.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
Wilson against Erickson. Pass to the monster. To the left side wing. Back to Rodriguez. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And it's Davis missing. And here's Boston. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. This one for 3. B-Train misses.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Davis. Here's the monster. Nothing on the board. The 3. Here's Wilson, and he comes it down.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
The monster's checked in for the monster. The Insanity, he's checked in for the Celtics. Erickson against Rodriguez. Here's Phelps. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Erickson passes to Insanity. Here's B-Train, and he's covered by Grew. Here's Medina. It's blocked. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Here's Insanity. Erickson outside. Boston, no good that time either. Spurs trail by 5. Now here is Davis. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. The Celtics have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Pass to the Cobra. Harris outside. From the arc. And Davis pulls it down. For San Antonio, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
Pass to Insanity. They get it back. Takes the 3. A nice shot by Harris. Harris has got his second basket of the night.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's Champ. Takes a 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. The Celtics on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
Back to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And the Celtics with possession here after the basket by San Antonio. Pass to the Cobra. A three-pointer, no good. Spurs trail by 3. And he drives in. Outside, Davis. Inside, Rodriguez. From deep. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 7 points in the game.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Pass to Floyd. Here's the Cobra. And he's covered by Drew.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now, here's Goodwin. Tight defense on him. Unable to get that one. Out to the wing. Taken away by Rodriguez. And now here's Goodwin. The fast break chance. Rodriguez outside. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Medina. Rebound, San Antonio. Rodriguez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Drew, and no good. Trying to use the glass. The Celtics shooting in this first quarter, around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Davis has gone 3 of 9 shooting. On the way, Harris. The Celtics working the ball around now. The Cobra passes to Harris. Beyond the arc. Cans it from downtown. 9 points in the game so far. And it's Goodwin with the ball for San Antonio. They trail by 3. Rodriguez outside. Here's Drew. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
A different look now for San Antonio. Wilson, he's checked in for Champ. The franchise comes in for Rodriguez. And it's Marks in for Davis. And then for Boston, Shake and Bake's checked in for B-Train. Erickson comes in for Harris. And it's Hill in for the Cobra. Erickson misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Marks. And here's Drew. He's guarded by Hill. Just 5 on the clock. Wilson kicks it over to Marks. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Lets it go with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Celtics lead by 3.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc. And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Here's insanity. No scoring in this one. Here's Shake and Bake. Here's Erickson. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Boston on top. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
Goodwin out there with Wilson, and it's the franchise, and there's the monster, and it's Marks in at the 1. That's the San Antonio 5.
All the officials are all over that one.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I would say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Insanity, the pass to Erickson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Here's the franchise. He has yet to score. Here's Marks. Lets it go from the wing. That's a good one. Takes the three. San Antonio again missing. Celtics leading by 3. There's shake and bake. And it's blocked. Here's Marks. A good one. Here's Conway. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Shoots. San Antonio with the rebound. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. There's a screen. Marks passes to Wilson, and it's Floyd with the rebound. Floyd's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Stolen. In transition, here come the Spurs. Here's Marks. That's tipped. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Floyd passes to Shakenbeck. Here's Floyd. Nails it from the high post. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Well, that's taking full advantage of the opening. The defense probably willing to give him that one, but I like that he's capitalizing on it.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. A different look now for San Antonio. Champs checked in for the franchise, and the Monsters subbed in for Marks. Boston also with the sub. Bailey's checked in. Now here's Goodwin. Nothing on the board, and there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Insanity, the pass to Floyd. Here's Insanity. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first. Champs checked in for the Spurs. Celtics also with a sub. Harris is checked in. Spurs trail by 4. To the paint. It's deflected. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Wilson with the block. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Here's Bailey. He's got 9. Pass to Floyd. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And a big guy with his quickness, it's just not fair. I mean, how can you guard that?
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Spurs shooting a meager 37% for the game. The monster passes to Wilson. Tries from the block. Count the basket. Wilson's got 4 points in the quarter. Celtics leading by 5. Inside, intercepted. Here's Champ. Here's Drew. It's hauled in by Insanity. Insanity's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Back to Erickson. Three-pointer. A rebound by the Spurs.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Drew the pass to the monster. The 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Insanity. Pass to Harris. Fires it up. Got a piece of it. He's all alone. Here's Leach. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
And here we go. B-Train's shot is good.
Assist.
And the Celtics lead by 3.
Harris.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Erickson outside. Pass to Harris. With the shot. The shot comes out. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Bailey. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Assisted.
Bailey's got 11 points.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high-percentage buckets.
Goodwin's checked in for San Antonio. The franchise comes in for Champ. Voigt's checked in for Boston. Here's Champ. He's got 5. And it's Davis missing. Here's Insanity. Pass to B-Train. Here's Bailey. Buries the long-range jumper. 14 points for him.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Here's Champ. Here's the monster. Here's Goodwin. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Floyd. Harris, right side. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. No problems knocking that one down. And now a 9-point Celtic lead.
Well, what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
And here is Davis. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back-and-forth moments.
Here's B-Train. Baseline try. That's tipped. Now here's Goodwin. Guarded closely. It's stolen by Harris. Bailey passes to Insanity. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Spurs trail by 9. Pass to the monster. Here's Champ. He tries for 3. And it's Floyd with the rebound. Floyd's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Medina. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's the monster. Rebounded by Bailey.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Looking to end his cold spell, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And it's Goodwin with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. 9-point game. Here's Leach. Pass to the franchise. Here's B-Train. Here's Insanity. Got a hand on it. And here we go. Here's the Monster. Rebounded by the Celtics. And even 3-on-3 break.
San Antonio.
The Celtics have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. First free throw is good. A different look now for San Antonio. The waiter comes in for Goodwin. And Rodriguez is subbed in for the franchise. Erickson's checked in for Boston. The Cobra comes in for B-Train. Now here is Davis. He's got 10. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. It's been quite a game for Bottoms.
Well, I'd think about throwing something new at it. Maybe bring another defender, force the ball out of his hands.
B-Train's checked in for Boston. Davis inside. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Magina the pass to Erickson. Here's B-Train. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about
but
now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
Spurs trail by 11. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Count that one.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Boston's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Left side, Harris. Fires for 3. They get it again. And the basket by Erickson. Erickson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Now here's Davis. He's got 12. 6 to shoot. Pass to Rodriguez for 3. The rebound by the Celtics. Bailey's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Harris outside. Shoots over Rodriguez, and it's blocked by Rodriguez. Here's Medina. The shot from the low post is good. B-Train's got 8 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now here is Davis. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got 6 rebounds here tonight. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Harris, the jump shot from the baseline is right on target. 11 points in the game.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
Here's the Monster. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that does it for the first half of play. Celtics lead by 15. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Bottom's having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Bottoms is out there with the Cobra. Then there's Erickson. And there's B-Train. And it's Harris in at the 3. Now here's Rodriguez. Here's Leach. Rebound Boston. Harris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's the Cobra. Wilson with the block. Rodriguez feeling it out a bit. Pass to the monster. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Champ. Back to Davis. Shot clock at 5. Launches it. The monster, no good. Boston leading by 13. Harris passes to Bailey. Here's B-Train from downtown. And Davis pulls it down. Pass to the monster. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Now here's Erickson for the 3. He can't get that one to fall.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Rodriguez. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For San Antonio, they have missed out on some chances at the line today. 0-6 of 11. Good on both. Here's the Cobra. He's got 5. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Bailey. Trains it from beyond the arc. Bailey's got 20.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Wilson the pass to the monster. Here is Davis from deep. And the 3 ball is good. Davis has got 15 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Harris misses. Spurs trail by 11. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Champ. He's got 5. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. 7 points in the game.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Erickson against Wilson, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The Celtics have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
The Spurs making a switch here. Goodwin's checked in. Here's Rodriguez. Rebound by the Celtics. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Leach, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
Here's B-Train. 8 points for him. Harris passes to Bailey. Back to Harris. Harris draws the double. Here's Medina. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last.
Celtics ball.
On defense, San Antonio. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Rodriguez gets a hand on it. Diving in, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. And that one misses.
At the line for San Antonio, Rodriguez.
And he's good on the second. Celtics leading by 6. Pass to Erickson from past the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Erickson's got 8.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Now here's Davis. 15 points in the game. And pushing it up, here's Boston. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Here's Champ. He's got 9. Pass to the monster. Ball stolen. Jumps up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Outside, Davis. Can they get it? He takes it up and lays it in. Davis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Here's Bailey. He's guarded by Davis. Shot, high post. It's hauled in by Goodwin.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Davis, the pass to Rodriguez. Spurs working the ball around now. And it's Goodwin missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's B-Train. 8 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. A fader. And Rodriguez pulls it down. Rodriguez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's denied. Here's Bailey. He's got 22. Fades and shoots. B-Train's shot is good. B-Train's got 10 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop. And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates. Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Goodwin finds Davis. And stolen by Harris. Pushing it up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. The Monster's checked in for the Monster. Celtics also with a sub. Insanity, he's checked in for Bottoms.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable. Pass to Harris. Got a piece of it. Here's B-Train. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Spurs trail by 13. Here's Davis. And he lays it straight in. Davis has got 12 points in just the second half.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
Harris outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. Champ's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Rodriguez with it. Erickson picks him up. And then Goodwin with the dunk.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Insanity. 6 points for him. Pass to B-Train. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Shot clock at 2. Insanity. They can't stop the run with that one. And it's Goodwin with the ball for San Antonio. They trail by 9 points. Rebounded by the Celtics. Erickson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It's deflected. Here's Drew. A second chance effort, and he sinks the layup. Drew's got 5. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they've also shown great effort defensively tonight. They closed out on shooters and really got their hands up on multiple shots.
Erickson misses. Spurs trail by 7. Drew the pass to Davis. To the inside. Here's Goodwin, and it's Goodwin with the finish.
Oh, my. He's rising up and bringing the wood on that one. Could be just what they need to pick up their energy.
Well, Greg, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet, I'll say that. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. A different look now for San Antonio. The natural, he's checked in for Champ, and Champ subbed in for Rodriguez. The Celtics also changing it up. Void comes in for Harris, and it's Hill in for the Cobra. Here's B-Train, 10 points for him. Here's Insanity, outside Hill. Clock is at 3. Over Drew. Hill, no good. San Antonio's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pass to Davis. Back to Drew. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And down it goes, jamming that one home. Now here is Davis. He's got 24. And here is Goodwin. 1:30 left in the third. Clock at 6. The Spurs working the ball around now. Pass to the natural. And it's Void with the rebound. Void's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done to the left side wing. Now here's Erickson. Buries it from 3-point range. Erickson's got 11.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
With the drive and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
The first free throw is good. Champs checked in for the Spurs. The Monster comes in for Davis. Then for the Celtics, Shake and Bake comes in for B-Train. And it's Bottoms in for Hill. Here's Bailey. 22 points for him. Puts up a deep 3. That is no basket. That's number 3. He has made 11. Champ, the pass to Goodwin. Pass to the Monster. Beyond the arc. Sinks the 3-pointer. The Monster's got his second basket. 20 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Bailey. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Here's the Monster. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Celtics. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got the Monster, Champ out there with the Monster, then it's Magician, and it's the Natural in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the San Antonio 5. No good on the shot. Celtics leading by 4. Insanity the pass to Bailey. Now Harris, and he's covered by Grew. Pass to Bailey. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's the Monster. Fires from deep. No good on that one.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And the Spurs pushing it up now. And here they go. Champ's shot is off.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Bailey passes to Shake and Bake. Harris with it. Pass to Shake and Bake. Shoots the 3. Bailey misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's the Natural. Here's the Monster. And a miss there on the triple. Shake and Bake passes to Insanity. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First one falls for him. The franchise is checked in for San Antonio. Hill, he's checked in for the Celtics. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Marks. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Fourth quarter of play, we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Shot clock at 6. Here's Champ, guarded by Harris. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Pass to Insanity. Here's Marks. Here's the Monster. Bangs home the trifecta. Celtics leading by 6. And here is Harris. Takes a 3. It's good from long range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And that one's good. The Monster.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
For 3, Harris. A rebound by the Spurs. To the middle. Champ, the pass to Marks. Here's the Monster. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Harris's shot is good.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Spurs trail by 8. Here's Marks. Pass to the Monster. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Here's Insanity. It's Hill on the wing. Here's Floyd. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. 8 points for Mr. Clutch. Here's Marks. Pass to the monster. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Bailey.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Got loose. Here's Floyd. The layup off target. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
Here's the monster. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And it's Harris with the ball for Boston. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And the Spurs with some changes. Wilson, he's checked in for Champ. Rodriguez comes in for the franchise. Davis is subbed in for the Monster. And then for Boston, B-Train's checked in for Harris. Erickson comes in for Bottoms. And it's the Cobra in for Hill. Here's Medina. Erickson left side. Nails the wide open jump shot. And the Celtics lead by 15.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's Marks. Will it go? A nice shot by Rodriguez.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Here's Floyd, following the bucket by the Spurs. Pass to B-Train. 5 on the clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good. And the Spurs with some changes. Champ comes in for the natural. And the Monsters subbed in for Marks. Then for the Celtics, Harris is checked in for Erickson. And it's Bottoms in for Insanity. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's the Monster to the wing on the left. Here's the screen. Shot's good by Champ. So it's the Celtics now, leading by 12. Agena the pass before. Here's B-Train. Here's Bailey. The 3-ball. The shot by Floyd, no good. Davis surveying the floor. Outside Wilson. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Medina takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Outside, Davis. Pass to Champ. From 10 feet out. Count that one. Champ's got 5 points in the quarter. Here's the Cobra. Here's Bailey. They set the pick. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looks good from here.
Pass to the Monster. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Deflects the pass. Now here's Wilson. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Champ, guarded by Harris. Shot clock at 5. That's in. The Celtic lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Wilson.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
The Celtics have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Bailey passes to Harris. There's B-Train. From 16 feet away, he cans it. B-Train's got 10 points here in the second half.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Here's the monster. The 3 from Davis. Good, and Rodriguez gets the assist. Rodriguez has got his 5th assist in this one.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Texans checked in for Floyd. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Shoots from the right block. The monster, no good. Boston leading by 8. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. The Cobra passes to Harris. Here's the Cobra. Down to 5 on the shot clock. B-Train misses.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Pass to Bailey. There's B-Train. Lets the 3 fly. Wilson grabs the board. There's 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Champ. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from the monster.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. 14 foul.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Bailey. Nailed from three-point land. Bailey's got 30.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
A nice shot by Rodriguez. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. 15 foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Bailey.
And he is unable to get the second one. On offense, here are the Spurs. Here's the monster. Off target from three-point range. So it's the Boston Celtics with the W. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg.